changed because we saw those balls land in your hands twice.
Yeah, I mean, the quarterback was targeting me early on, so for me, I was like, okay, he's giving me some targets, so I was kind of happy about that. So I was just able to capitalize today.
Today is almost not quite a revenge game, but just kind of like a welcome back. We haven't seen you on the field in a couple of weeks.
I know, and I was tired too, so that COVID ain't no joke. So y'all better, mask up, stay your distance. But no, I was definitely tired coming, playing, and I had to catch my wind.
You and Sydney and all the cornerbacks have been close to some picks this year. How good to finally get some?
It felt good. Got my hands on 2 today, so I could catch, so that's never an issue. But just getting the opportunities, and I was able to get them today.
What was your experience with COVID like?
Man, I was hurting. So I got tested because I had a bad headache. I was about to go to the ER. It was really a migraine. Head was throbbing. So I called my girl because she was in LA. She was like, "Don't go to the ER." She was just try to just relax. And I took some Tylenol or something, and I was able to go to sleep. But I tested, and I was positive. And I also had a sore throat. That was my head was hurting. The next day I had a sore throat. And then congestion in my chest and spitting up mucus and stuff. And then the next day I started coughing. It was just a swirl of things. So it was definitely serious for me.
You said you felt winded today?
Oh yeah, I felt winded. I was tired.
You told us before that you want to be back here next season. What kind of statement do you feel like you've made this year?
Obviously this year didn't go the way we wanted it to go. For me personally, I felt I did my best to, play consistent, to show that I'm reliable to my teammates. So, I mean, I definitely want to stay in Seattle. I love it here. Obviously, I love the football team. I love the fans. But, I just love it here. It's a good environment. It's good vibes. I'm comfortable here.
With injuries and COVID, you guys have had to play musical chairs at the cornerback
Yeah.
position. Michael Jackson getting a bunch of snaps.
Yeah.
What does it say about your group, though? It seems like no matter who's been coming in, you guys have been able to get the job done back there.
Yeah, it just, it goes to coaching Andre Curtis. He does a good job, getting us to play disciplined, great football, smart football. So, credit to him and Shed. And then also the players. It goes to, show what they do. Michael Jackson, he had 2 PBUs today, so, the moment wasn't big for him.
Your first interception, it looked like you kind of tipped that to yourself, or was that
Yeah.
sort of the plan? Or?
Yeah, so, I just bailed, and I just seen the ball on the ground, and, I was like, is he going to throw it? And he threw it, and I was like, okay. So I tipped it, and then, luckily, the tip was, to me, because I could have tipped it and somebody else could have picked it, but I would have been happy still regardless. But it was good to get that pick.
What was the challenge of covering St. Brown today? You know that they were going to go to him. You had him in your sights, and then he still found ways to get yards.
Yeah, it's kind of like when we played the Packers. We knew Devontae Adams was going to get at least 10-plus targets. We talked about him, but we didn't really talk about him as getting 12, 14 targets. So, as the game went on, we started realizing, hey, know where 14's at, he's getting the ball. So he had a great game, though.
The total number of yards given up, and a lot of those came in the second half. Is that something that you can put aside because of the points that were scored and just kind of the way that game went, or not so much?
I mean, me personally, I definitely want to fix it. We definitely had things that are super fixable as far as, mental errors, blowing some coverages, things that are totally coachable that we have to, figure out for this year and next year. So the great thing about it is they're coachable. We just got to, slow down, read your cues, and play smart football.
Anything else, guys?
Thanks.
Thank you.
No problem. Thank you, guys.